Look, man, Ultra Squad, man, look, we got a crazy one today, bro. You can't make this up. We live in a strange fantasy la la land world today. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? But let me start off by saying this just before anybody get angry. We all are humans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We can all coexist. We all have different beliefs. Somebody could be a Muslim, somebody could be a Christian. That don't mean they can't coexist because they have different beliefs. But with that being said, like I said, we are in La La Land. And in La La Land, some stuff is Delulu. Ain't that what the young kids say, Delulu? So some of y'all are really Delulu. Like this lady here, Dr. Verma. Now mind you guys, Dr. Verma is a boarder certified OBGYN. Okay? Keep that in mind, people.
Mr. Chairman, since you bring it up, why don't we just start there? Dr. Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was.
And for some reason, she can't answer the simple question that it is, can men get pregnant? I think me and you, the regular audience, can comprehend what type of question that is. And with that being said, it is a simple question.
I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics.
Absolutely.
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities.
You see how she's barely trying to answer the question for real, for real? She's like trying to make it all political with the political answer and all that. You know, it's like a WWE promo. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? What is she doing, man? It's a very politicized answer. And when she's bringing up patients with identities, what are you doing that for? You're basically saying, oh, I have patients that identify as whatever. They have their different identities. So therefore you should believe that too. That's basically what she insinuating. She ain't say that, but like, what does that got to do with anything? What does that got to do with anything?
Can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying.
Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding.
Men cannot have periods. Men cannot have periods. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, this is why, for me, I always look at all different POVs. Even people of the LGBT, even women, even whoever, no matter what they believe, no matter who it is, no matter the race, ethnicity, whatsoever, because people have different beliefs. You gotta look inside their eyeballs for at least a second. Even if you know 100% whatever they believe in is false, whatever the case may be. You still gotta look in their peripheral, look in their POV. You know what I'm saying? So I'll always understand how certain women feel about like, oh, women are in danger when it comes to this or this or this, whether it comes to men, because some men are scary. You know, even though a lot of women on TikTok will say, oh, I hate men, or men are evil creatures, man, the bear over man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I still kind of understand to a certain degree. But a lot of women on there, they be toxic with whatever they be saying, but still at the same time, it's like some truth into it. Across the world right now, as we speak, as you're watching this video, there's a woman that's probably in danger right now. Let's just be real. We don't know. The possibility of that happening right now in this time somewhere in the world. That's happening right now, sadly, unfortunately. And in this case right here with this video, people in the world think men can get pregnant.
This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with.
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
It's like y'all are slowly subtracting and dividing women out of the equation for real, like biological women, real women. Since anybody can be a woman now. So anybody can be a woman, so y'all don't really care about women for real. Y'all don't really care about real women, how they feel, what they gotta go through, having a baby, all that stuff, bro. I would hate to have a period, bro. I would hate to have a freaking period. So now we can just let anybody be a woman. I'm a millionaire, bro. Let me look at my bank account real quick. Let me look at that bank account. I'm a millionaire now, so that's what I identify as. So let me go. I ain't finna tell you what I got in my bank account. Heck no. But you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got it. I ain't got the milli. What a milli at? Me identifying as something doesn't mean it's going to happen or it's going to be true. People in the world, you just got to realize, whatever you believe, whatever. That's your belief. But if you know something deep down in your heart is not true, don't let people shame you into believing that you're weird or you're a hater, or you hate people. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff is just manipulation at the end of the day. Gaslighting. You know, they want you to feel bad. Like they're victims. It's like, stop.
You were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question, it sounds like to me.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
It also.
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking.
You see, sometimes people that be asking these questions that be a part of a Congress meeting or, you know, whatever like this, sometimes they can be a little too extreme. Sometimes they be like a little annoying. Like that one time, they had that one with the TikTok, you know, CEO. They was just like hounding him like a dog, you know, talking about, is he a spy? He's like, sir, do you know what my ethnicity is? Do you know where I'm from? It's like, bro.
You said today, as you often say, that you live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation
I'm
in
asking-
Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Why are you Chinese? Who says I'm Chinese, Senator? You are Chinese. What the? You sound Chinese. No, I don't. Are you Chinese? Are you British? Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party? I served my military for 2 years. I'm Singaporean.
He keeps telling you where he's from, and you keep asking him these goofy goober whole stupid questions. But this guy right here, I like his pettiness. Look at him. I like his.
talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients, and I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women, and I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such.
This is more of, women have a way bigger issue than men when it comes to this. Women have a bigger issue with men who are identifying as women now, right? They're in more danger, or they have to worry about this more than men have to worry about a woman transitioning into a man and identifying as a man now. That we could care less. We could care less. Let's be for real. Even though people be thinking, oh my God, you guys are so obsessed with it. No, you know, if you want to be whatever you want to be, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that, like, it's just pushed at certain things. It could be anything. It ain't just you guys that go through stuff. It could be anything that's pushed or seemingly look like it's having an agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know? Just like all these thoughts out here trying to promote their OnlyFans and influencing younger women, and then, like, come on now. This goes with anything. It ain't just about y'all. You know, I get it, y'all. Everybody think they special. Everybody in the world think they special. Y'all ain't the only group that think y'all special. Everybody think they special. Just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got women who think they men. At the end of the day, they still got their periods. Even if they take something to get off their periods and have them completely stop having a cycle. So, you can never be like us. You ever hear a stud or a girl that's a lesbian try to diss a man and say, my strap is bigger than your penis? Like, of course, you got a freaking fake silicone 12 inch dangling made out of rubber for a certain amount of significant dollars. Like, for real, like, I wonder how much y'all be spending on that. What's the prices for those? Because some of y'all some freak leaks. Y'all be having different ones too. If you ever seen videos, fellas, you know. You ever on TikTok or social media, and then you see a random post of a girl with a dang octopus looking thing, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, what the world y'all be doing, stud? What y'all be doing? I feel like I'm getting off track just rambling. But, like, this is what they be doing. They be thinking because they got a strap on, they think they really dudes. Like, girl, like, you can never be us. You'll never know how it feels for a man. A biological woman will never know what it's like to climax like a man, because you don't have what we have. Just like for a biological man, a real man will never know what a climax exactly feels like to a woman from a woman's POV. Man, think about this. Think about the time we're in. We got doctors, certified OBGYN, therapists, and all these different people who are in these professional, some science-based fields. If they are starting to be like, hey, well, there's more than this. If a doctor is saying, hey, well, there's actually more than two sex, two genders, whatever you want to say. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of world are we coming to? So, like, what? Is professional nutritionists going to tell people who are trying to have better nutrition, hey, eat the donuts, eat about like 30 donuts a day? You know, is it going to change? Like, well, you know, if that's how you identify and feel what you should eat, then you should be eating this for your nutrition, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drink 14 beers a day. Like, how far is this going to go with everything?
That is not polarizing, that is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing. I see that my time has nearly expired. I just want to thank the other witnesses for being here. Thank you for protecting women and children. Thank you for your valiant efforts. Thank you for following the science. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this hearing.
Man. The fact that a woman like this, Dr. Verma, by the way, is somebody who is probably most likely at a college, I believe, professor, whatever she is, teaching students. People have different ideologies, and these type of people are some of the worst people to teach things. Ah, man. We even got teachers, not talking about her, we got teachers, well, she's professor, but we got teachers in schools that teach like middle schoolers or high schoolers, you know, not informing the parents on certain things that they're informing the students. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's so crazy to me. No, this is like really talking to like a little kid or something, or like a teenager, like something happening at school, they get in trouble and they scared to really talk. It's like at the same time, they're just saying a bunch of random stuff to get themselves out the situation. And it's like, you're not helping yourself. Stop being childish. Be a young adult. Be a soon-to-be young adult. Act mature. Act like your age. And tell me what happened, son. Tell me what happened. This is an embarrassment. She is making a mockery of everything that she has studied. Whatever bachelor degrees or whatever she got going. I don't know the lady like that. Her fellow peers that she's graduated with. She's making a mockery of science. She's making a mockery of her profession. Yo, I know a lot of women in the world. You probably see a lot of toxic people on TikTok. You know, just in general, you see some side of certain platforms of social media. It's like women and men got this thing where it's like this animosity, especially in the black community as well. Whatever community you in, it happens all over. You know what I'm saying? This happens with white people, black people, different races, whatever you want to say. Where a lot of women be like, oh, like I said earlier, I'll pick the bear over the man. Or a TikTok video of an interviewer saying, would you live in a world without men? A lot of women saying, yeah, this and this. Listen, all them women can front and act like they really hate men just because they little trauma they got within whatever relationship they was in the past, or whatever happened with their daddy, whatever's going on. But let's just say it was a scenario where like every man on earth, except for me, every man on earth saw this video, this woman, got inspired, and out of nowhere it was like, you know what? I believe I'm a woman. Right? So that means all y'all toxic heifers out there who still saying that stuff about men, talking ish about men, but y'all still getting D from men, right? Imagine if every man that a woman is dealing with on earth, again, except for me, decided to be a woman. Just deciding to identify as a woman, that means they ain't piping nobody down no more. They're expecting to get piped themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women will be sick. A lot of women will be hurt and mad and upset and be desperate for some D. Let's be for real. And it's only so much of me that can go around. I don't want them problems. But and they will be mad at this woman, and a lot of women will switch on the LGB. I'm telling y'all. Because a lot of women, even now, that support the LGB, they be talking about people in the LGB. They be talking about their gay bestie bars. And I've seen it. I've been around women. I'm around women, not a lot, but I've been around women. And I hear what an ex has said. I hear what a girl that I've talked to have said, or a homegirl that I've had. I've heard different girls be talking that talk. They support the LGBT. Well, they have the gay bestie or whatever, like I said. But they be talking ish about y'all, bro. And these are supposed to be people that's a part of the LGBT or people who support it. Like, they be talking ish about y'all. A lot of people really be just playing the part. For real, for real. But just think about it. We are in a world. This is the scariest part about the whole video. Not only do certain women gotta fear men, certain men, or just certain things that women got to go through in the world. Now you have to worry about and think about how scary it is that your own kind as a woman is out here not even and is acting like they're incapable of answering a simple question that is, can men get pregnant? And you can't even answer the question. We already seen too many videos online of different things going on with, the Transformers. You know what I mean? Gym bathrooms, the restrooms. I saw one where a Transformer was in the restroom of a woman's restroom or gym or whatever, whacking it off, going to work. The lady was recording it, the motion of the hand or whatever was going on. Crazy. In the ladies' restroom. Last time I checked, women can't do that. Women don't do this unless they got something in their hand going down. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't stroking nothing. You know what I mean? Women don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They surfboard. You remember the little skateboard that they had at school, the little boys to play with? Women doing these. Women down there doing this with their surfboard, with the skateboard. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. Not like this. I don't want you. That's not the movement, ladies. Alright, I'm just saying. I know what's up. But I'm just saying. See, I gotta add a little comedy throughout the video. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be one of them regular videos you probably used to seeing about certain topics like this. Again, this is not a political channel. We cover different things, different topics. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end the video. I'm rambling at this point throughout the whole video, man. I'm gonna definitely have to cut this video down. If you like the vibe of the video, if you like the vibe of me, check out the couple of videos that I posted on here. It's a new channel. You know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe. I got about like 20-some subscribers. This is the new page. I got a main page that I do, but we're gonna focus on the new page. I don't need to promote that. I'm gonna let that do its thing by itself. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below so I can hear what you got to say. You know what I mean? Old Squad, we out.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized.
Delusional.